Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Media Raptor. I'm back. Now today, I'm gonna review a movie that I never thought I would review. This is really one of those films that I never could have pictured myself watching it, yet thanks to the fact that the Space Channel doesn't play anything good, aside from occasionally Sci-Fi Channel movies, which they haven't played in a long time. What's wrong with you guys? I rented it out of boredom. Yeah, tonight's movie is a 2013 horror movie. That movie is Curse of Chucky. Yeah. Before I begin, I might as well just talk about one thing really quick. I have seen all the Child's Play movies, the previous 5, even though the first 3 were the only ones called Child's Play, and then after that it was like Seed of Chucky and Bride of Chucky, not in that order. Anyhow, I thought the first one was pretty good. I thought the sequel was better in every way. The third one I thought was, it was okay. It was watchable. The Bride of Chucky I thought actually was entertaining. And Seed of Chucky, despite the fact that a lot of people hate it, I still thought it was entertaining. It wasn't great, but it was at least watchable, and that's all I was asking for. So, how does Curse of Chucky here stack up compared to the other 5? Oh boy. I'm gonna have to come out and say it beats Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Child's Play 3, and Child's Play. Child's Play 2 is still better than this, and I'll get into why in a couple minutes, but right now I'm just talking about this part. Yeah. So, very simply put, the writing, this movie's a reboot sequel, yeah. It takes place like 9 years after Seed of Chucky, and the only reason I know that is because, well, spoiler alert, at the very end, Tiffany shows up again. And even though she shows up and Glenn and Glenda don't, I don't understand what was going on there. And also, they have absolutely no explanation as to how Chucky came back. Because if you saw Seed of Chucky, he got hacked to pieces, and now he's back. Yeah. Really, the only person I could kind of find myself wanting to root for is Chucky. Because out of everybody in this movie, he was by far the most likable. He was by far the most entertaining. He was just like the best character. I'm going to just kind of sum up all the other characters. We have a paraplegic, 2 lesbos, I kid you not, a guy who's like a total jerk, a really irritating, like, priest who dies pretty early, and a child. So out of all of them, Chucky, of course, he was like really the only one who was good. That also ties into acting. Well, yeah, but I'll get into acting in a second. The story itself, it's really kind of a rehashed sort of thing. It's sort of I kind of saw it before sort of thing. If you've seen the first Child's Play, if you've seen the first few, then you'll know a lot of what's going on in here. And you know what? Considering the fact that it's been like maybe 29 years or so since Child's Play came out, that's okay. What isn't okay is trying to pass off a movie that has a body count of, let me see, there was 1, 2, 3, a body count of 6 people, and calling it a horror movie. You guys, the only thing that was even remotely scary about this were the jump scares. And I gotta talk about this, because this whole film was pretty much built off of jump scares, and it gets really annoying. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Jump scares are okay, it's just this thing just tries to overuse them. As for the acting, well, the actors tried at least. You know, they didn't do horrible, but they didn't do fantastic. You know, like, the actors were okay. Except for Brad Dourif. He just comes out and starts just firing off what he can do as Chucky. And he is amazing at it. Like, he still can do what he was able to do back in the 80s. And that is certainly commendable. I have to give him a thumbs up for that. Because he just is amazing as Chucky, and he's actually kind of able to bring everyone else up with him. Which is surprising, actually. Because when you got one actor who's good and the rest of the actors are horrible, he might be able to bring up at least one of the actors, but he brings up all 6 of our other actors. Nope, 7. And yeah, as for the effects, well, we have CG blood, which I'm not a fan of. I don't think it works. We had a CG Chucky, which looked okay. The puppetry was a bit weaker than in the previous entries. So pretty much special effects are not a good thing here. However, the blood, when it's not like a couple scenes it was like pink, when it's like regular blood, like stage blood, and it's normal looking, it's very well done. So I can at least give them another thumbs up for that. Music. There is actually like no music here. All the music is just made up of music trills, then jump scare. Like that is pretty much the entire score. And like camera work and lighting and all that, those are all decent. Oh, wait, actually, camera work, I do have to touch on one thing. I don't know if the mic's picking up that. If it is, I'm sorry. There was one scene, actually, a couple times, actually, this is jumping back to effects. They have people in costumes playing Chucky. And there's one shot when he's walking down a flight of stairs and the camera's pointing straight down. I don't know if it was just me who could notice this, but he was too big. The actor was noticeably too big to be playing Chucky. I didn't think that was possible, but you know what? Anything is possible. So when it all comes down to it, do you guys think I can recommend Curse of Chucky? Wow. Kind of. You guys, if you've seen Child's Play 1 to Seed of Chucky, if you've seen all of them before that and you liked them, go ahead and watch this. If you have never seen a Chucky movie, don't watch this. If you are looking for something which has the same amount of quality for effects and acting and story as the original Child's Play and first one and number 2, which I still think is the best, don't watch this. Pretty much, you guys, unless you love horror and you love Chucky, like unless you love horror or Chucky, there's nothing for you here. And you know what? To be honest, the movie is not bad. It was made for a very select group. That's all I can really say. So when it comes down to it, the movie scores 2.5 raptor claws. There was a lot of things that could have improved, but it wasn't horrible. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So you guys, we're getting closer to episode 50. And with that in mind, I just want to say thank you guys all for coming out. I am the Meteor Raptor saying keep cool, and I will see you guys around. Later.